That scared the living daylights out of me. Let me see here. If I go pick up 4 pulsar quartz, I've got enough of the rest of the stuff out here. I should be good for anything else we might face. Flares, yes, that's what I want. And that key. T5 drills. Woohoo! 3 green, 4 pink, a purple, and a blue. Man, I'm getting everything. Tier 2 beehives. Tier 5 drills. Whoops. Starting to fly off there and starve to death. Hmm. Thought I saw something that looked like a ship, but I guess not. And these are some of the last trees that were put in the game that look like oaks, and I really like them. They're not as obtrusive or as invasive as the mushroom trees. Here is the ship. Oh. Well, there's another key, and there's another one. Well, this is just the gift that keeps on giving. There's where you go out. Now we get, I don't have a fusion cell with me, which would be good. Do I want to go down there right now? The answer is no. I might go right back out, go make a fusion cell, and then come right back. Don't usually grow a lot of trees in my games, but I want to get this one finished. So that those tree seeds aren't a bad deal. Let me see, what can I do here? Since I've already got the portal open, well, good morning, Amp. You've beat Shaman this morning. That's rare. Yes, that is rare. Yeah, Shaman's usually right on the money. Knows where she's going, knows what she's doing. What did I come back here for? I came back here for fusion cells. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Um, I hate to say that I won't be in your live stream this morning. I've got an eye appointment, which might make this even go shorter than I would like, but um, I posted a link on my Discord. Hopefully we can get cranked up in here shortly and get some likes coming in. You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do that. However, thank you. I will not be ungracious. Can you hear me? That was a complaint I had yesterday that my voice was soft. Yep, it's still a bit soft, but my head hurts, so it's perfect. Oh, trust me, I get that. I'm having a headache this morning myself. Um, I don't know about your headaches. All of my problems are on my left side. It's my left hip, it's my left shoulder. My original accident was I fell and busted, you know, my left glute, uh, and I have headaches on the left side of my head. And I turned everything else down and my voice up to see if I could get it going a little better. This morning, now I just want to find the reactor so I can plop this fusion cell in it. And I should have known it wasn't that way. You could turn it up a bit, just a tad. It doesn't sound overpowering at all. It's a hard thing to control the voice settings. I've got my microphone all the way up, as far as it'll go. I can't do anything else about it. I mean, let me see here. Yeah, I'm up to the up. Um, let me Turn that down. See if that does any better. All of my pain is centered right at the base of my skull where my brain is actually pushing out and putting pressure on my spinal cord. Yeah, boy, ooh, ew, that would be no fun. You know, I have to tell you that I admire you being in pain myself, that you push through and say, no, I'm doing it anyway. And you were right the other day when you said if you didn't do it, you'd be sitting at home all the time. And, you know, I have to admit there's times I've walked out of the house with a second change of clothes because I felt like things weren't going good for my gut and just said, I'm going, you know, and nothing bad has ever happened, but it plays with your mind. And IBS is a totally different thing than having a headache. No, I have to admit, you're a real trooper. I don't know that I need that flare, but I'm going to take that flare. Well, nonetheless, thank you for being here. I'm humbled by your presence. I hate that you go through that. Yeah, sure does. I have stomach issues as well, nowhere near IBS. I don't know if I could deal with that combined with all my other crap. Uh, when I when I first got IBS and I was still in the military and I was 35, maybe 34, it was right in my middle 30s that uh, it was terrible and it was uncontrolled. And, you know, luckily I went and said, hey, there's a problem, and it got in my medical records, and I had no problem proving that I had IBS when it came time to prove it to the VA. Thank the Lord. Probably been the best thing that ever happened to me. Oh, all right. I've got keys aplenty. Let's find the, oh, chicken. Ah, good morning, Shaman. We were just commenting about that Ant beat you to the punch, and that's unusual. However, we're happy to have you. Pardon me. Whew. I hope you all didn't hear that. Do I need a fireplace? No, but well, and that's all I wanted you to hear was the brush of the mic. Uh, I have a mute button, but sometimes it's on this cable sitting in my lap, and I don't often have enough brains to get to it. I had a bumpy night, so I overslept. You don't have to apologize to me. Trust me, I have all kinds of bumpy nights, and uh, yeah, it's absolutely. Oh, Tier 6 backpack. This game is coming on. Woohoo! Good morning, Grass. And yes, we're all slacking again. And your lovely accomplice beat you, just like she beat Shaman. I'm leading the charge. Okay, if you say so. Oh, Andreas, is my voice any better this morning? Amp said it was a little low, but she had a headache and it was perfect. And I've got everything else turned down and the mic and stuff turned up as far as I can get it. And I just get the feeling that it's my voice. Oh, I'm going to have to sit down and figure out what to do about this voice thing because for one, I'm not happy with it. I'm not happy with my voice. It's a gravelly mess. But for two, I seem to just have trouble getting it right. Sorry, I put my phone down. Did you ask me a question? I heard my name. I think I was telling Dress that you and Amp beat him in here. Almost sounds like you're a bit stuck in a box, part of a robot. It's low still. I have to crank everything to the max just to hear you, but I'm hard of hearing. Well, okay, the hard of hearing thing I'm familiar with. I will try my damnedest to talk louder, just because, you know, I like you guys being here. I don't want you going, well, he don't talk loud enough. I can't hear a word he's saying, so I'm just not going back. And, you know, I think you guys are better people than that. But all right, what am I doing here? I've got to find this reactor. And guess what? I found the reactor. Woohoo! And now I get to go back and find all the treasure. Okay, that's where I came in. You shouldn't have to talk louder. You can just get your settings tweaked. You can almost whisper and still be heard. 9 times out of 10, I'm likely messing with something else that's distracting me anyway. Your sound is much better than yesterday. Well, okay, I'll take that because you've been here most of the days that I've streamed anything, Shaman, and you would know. Um, Thank you. I appreciate your all's help. You guys are good as gold. I don't care what anybody else says. Better than yesterday for sure. Okay, a good deal. I'm on my second cup of coffee. I've already walked the dog. Um, I already got the boss a cup of coffee. So things aren't going terrible. Actually, while I was by the exit, I should have left because I'm full as a tick. Yesterday it was like I was in another room. I tend to talk quietly because it's morning and my wife is not a morning person. Now, granted, she's across the house. We don't live in a tiny house, but we live in a small house. I got one of my bosses coffee. The other one is still asleep. Yeah, you got to treat the boss right. If you don't, it could backlash on you. I hate to say that I'm fixing to cheat, but I'm fixing to cheat if I don't find the exit here pretty quickly. Was this trip really necessary? Hmm. I don't want to go down there. I want to leave. Okay. What way am I going? Oh, that worked well. Not. I get the feeling I'm fixing to go. Is it his game? Am I the only one hearing the slight echo? I mean, it's no biggie, but getting rid of the echo will make him sound stronger and more vibrant. Now, how the heck do I get back out of here? I'm sorry. Hard time typing. Don't think yesterday was a voice problem. I think it was a microcomputer problem. I've heard you speak quietly, and this was different. Yeah, I didn't think of that. Room echoes, yes. He may be in a decent sized open space with very little absorbed. And you're right. I'm in a bedroom with a metric ton of computer crap and nothing to absorb the sound. And I hadn't thought of that. And I will be the first one to tell you that I'm running this operation on a shoestring budget. All right. Don't need that. Don't need that. Still sounds good, so no worries. Yeah, well, let's go see what this blueprint. This is of the fire pit, I think. All right, now, how do I build said fire pit? I've never built one before. Well, I appreciate the help. Thank you very much. You guys are super good to me. Well, just drag your gear and yourself over to the closet, shove it in for science. Well, I will say the closets in this house are teeny tiny small. They're not the only walk-in closet in the house is the master bedroom. And I could put all this in the master bedroom closet, but yeah, no other closet in the house. Yeah, for science. Woo! Well, that's different. I wonder, does it give me anything, or am I just, that's not in the middle of that? I'm not real laid up about everything being even. I have the organizational capabilities of a gnat, but hanging blankets might help. Grass hung shipping blankets to help absorb his room. And you're right. We have two bedrooms on the side of the house I'm on. I'm in one. The other one is the front room of the house that the sun comes up in. This one's pretty dark all the time. So dark that I tripped over a computer case walking in here this morning because some dummy put it in the way. I won't say who. Did I really need to come back here? Kind of defeats the point of the closet, I suppose. Randy would not be amused. Yeah. However, my lovely wife could sleep through an atom bomb. Uh, I get up and move around the house. I'm up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, most mornings. Sometimes it's it's weird if I sleep good and I wake up and I'm not in a heck of a lot of pain. Yeah, that's great. But a lot of times if I lay there, it just makes my pain just that much, it's like it just jumps on me. Yeah, and you guys are all in pain too, and me and her have that in common. Oh yeah, I ain't I ain't lying. Uh, However, I wouldn't trade her for the world. That she puts up with me. Oh God, when we first got married, I was such an ass. That is going to be osmium and sulfur again. Kaboom. Can you hear me now that the storm's going? Would be my question. Oh yeah, a bunch of osmium. Not that I need yet, but here we are. Yep, we can hear you fine. Good deal. Oh yeah, some mornings standing up that first time is a major negotiation. Ain't that the truth, buddy? Um, I probably shouldn't admit this in a live stream that's going to go on into perpetuity, but here we are. You guys are my friends. I rolled out of the rack one morning. It's been 2 years ago now, and I I kind of rolled up into a ball on the end of my bed and just went, had that thought to myself that death must be better than this. And I had a 1911 pistol in the house at the time. It it absolutely felt like I was having the skin just peeled off of me from about my hips down. It was awful. It wasn't fun. Um, I try to be a pretty upbeat guy. I don't often think about offing myself, but that morning it was serious. 3 or 4 days later, my daughter and her husband came up, and I was helping my son-in-law with something. And we walked out to his truck, and I said, I have a gun that I need for you to take with you when you leave. He said, why? I said, I'm in a lot of pain. And he said, but you're out here doing this right now, even though you're in a lot of pain. We were working on a car. And I said, your family, that's different. I said, I'd do almost anything for you guys. Um, you know, but I'm in pain pretty much 24/7. Walked back in the house. Then I talked to my daughter, and my wife was like, "Why do you want to do that?" And I just looked her dead in the eyes, and I said, "To keep from blowing my effing brains out." Other than being a parent, that's the hardest thing I've ever done. That that took all the guts, that took all the oomph I had to gather that up and get it out of my mouth. And uh, that was my lowest point. I got to say, I've been working. I started going to acupuncture after that. I got good results out of it, and I'm still getting pretty good results out of it. It's an ebb, it's a flow, it's a day by day thing that just and Amp knows, Shaman knows, Dres knows, you all know. Uh, you deal with this on a daily basis, and can't imagine pain sure has a way of bringing a person to their knees. Glad you fought through the darkness. I didn't have a lot of good examples of how to deal with things like this. My mother is an emotional mess. She's a drama queen. That's just all there is to it. She is the reason why I don't live in Knoxville. Um, you know, my wife is probably the best example I had. She is the strongest person that I know. She taught me a lot just by living and doing. My wife was a hospice nurse, and I didn't see much rattle her in the 10 or so years, 10 or 15 years she was doing that. I mean, she just taught me a lot just by living. And I'm, I wouldn't trade her for the world. I tell that woman every day that I love her dearly, and that there she can do anything she wants. And if that don't include me, I'm okay with that. But it hasn't been that way yet. Let me take those two. And let me get back to the I'm very glad you walked through all that and made it out the other side instead of other options. Yeah, I had to admit that to the VA. I almost get sent to mental health over that. And I finally just looked at him and I said, the guns are out of the house, all three of them. And my mental state is in a better state. But that one particular morning, wow, it was like being set on fire. It was awful. That was the low point. And I'm thankful on a daily basis for what little I have. All right, if I want to get two or three of those out, I'm going to have to drop some stuff off. Hmm. Yeah, it was not a good time. Is that both fertile? No, that's tier twos. Tier twos I got. Excuse me. And for as much as I might not be good at this whole streaming thing, I'm thankful to have something to do with my mind. Uh, for somebody that's always been highly technically motivated, and I've fixed things all my life, and to not be able to do that is just no fun. I was on a walk the other day lamenting to my wife about all the things I once did that I can no longer do. And she said, like what? I used to ride a motorcycle. Don't even have a motorcycle. Used to work on cars, strap a wrench to each hand and turn me loose. I mean, I used to do clutches in front wheel drive cars a lot in my free time on top of being a mechanic in the military. Looks like we have a new community person that's going to stream Sapiens with us, Connor, if you all remember him. I can't say as I do remember him, but I'm glad that there's going to be people there. And I wish I was going to be there. All right. Where's the other tree stuff at? And did I just leave tree stuff? Because I got enough to make 2 or 3 of these. 2. Okay. I think we're going out there to that island. Cool beans. Absolutely. But would you really like cool beans? Forgive me, Dres. I'm sick. I know it. Oh, and I didn't get enough fertilizer. Shiitake. Did I put that tree in there? Yes, I did. I've tried that option twice. The struggle is rough. Having seen the possible aftermath for friends and family, for myself, and also friends who succeeded would have made things worse. Yes, I'm too big of a chicken to do that. And, you know, I admit, when I got back from the Gulf War, that thought crossed my mind. And I don't know why. Couldn't, this is going to sound flippant, and it's not. As far as war goes, I had the best time I could possibly have. We, I learned how to play water polo while I was deployed. I mean, we went and did everything that we could go and do. I have a friend right now that lives in Alamogordo, New Mexico, that if it wasn't for him, we kept one another sane. I mean, I don't know what all about it affected me, but when I came back home, it warped me pretty good. I contemplated getting out of the military at the 10-year mark and then went, no. It looks like I need to handle getting the game ready. Hugs to you and Randy. Hope you all enjoy your day. See you in chat, Shaman. Get ready for the game. Amp, thank you very much for taking a little bit of time out of your busy day and your busy schedule. Grateful to have you come pop in on me. You know, it means a great deal to me that you and Andreas support me. I'm just an old man, and I appreciate it. All right, what was I doing? See you in a bit, Amp. I need to go make coffee. Shaman, I just don't see how you function without a cup of coffee because I got one here by me that I'm still sipping on. However, it's decaf. Yes, I know. It's, you know. All right, I got that going. How can I do better? I need to go put some rockets in the air. Would be the easiest way for me to get my numbers up. Insect spreader, seed spreader, plant rocket. If I set off one of each of those, that's the plant spreader. That's the seed spreader. I think. No. Oh, well, long as I've got these three. Let's see if we can do that. Well, I'm not out of bed yet. If I could put a Keurig next to my bed, I would. Yeah, around here, I'm the timer on the coffee pot. I'm usually up about 5:30, make Randy her pot, and then I make pods worth. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to have to start doing some fertilizer tier 2 at some point. Okay. I get the feeling on that one, I'm going to be short. Hmm. There's that. Wow. Boy, that almost looks like a bee larva. Normally, since stopping work, I've been naturally waking up around 4, so getting up for coffee by 6 or so is workable. But my rhythm is off, maybe from the heat. Yeah. Hmm. I'm going to have to think long and hard about how to get bees. Maybe. Okay. Why are we? All right, I understand that. That one rocket is just going to be. I don't know that I've got the stuff to do that. Hmm. Yeah, my sleep is a mess most days. So I feel for you. That's what I was looking for. I'm going to carry that with me. Looks like I need a couple of tree bark to make it happen. Oh, missed it. Do bees evolve from butterflies? I haven't seen much of this stage of the game. Most roar through this part to get more exciting parts. No, bees don't evolve from butterflies. I'll show you how to get bees here in a second. That's the one I was wanting. And then that's the other one. Wish they'd let you salute and all the rockets were going up, but they don't. Now, when you start getting bees, um, the oh, here I am trying to make goldfish again. Ah, bees, you have to take this stuff right here. Mutagen, fertilizer, uncommon larva. Well, I need 3 of them. And I just happen to have 3. Okay. And I just used the last one of those, so I need some more bacteria samples. Yep. Now, I don't need that up there anymore, but I do need tier 1 fertilizer. Yeah, I don't need another goldfish, but it would be nice. That's a really good bump. Used to, in the past, the silkworm and the bee larva had the same formula. And it was a crapshoot. You had to keep going back, just like I was trying to do for the goldfish. Well, they changed it as a quality of life matter. And oh man, if you're getting bee larva, you get bee larva all the time. You don't get bee larva or silk, one of the two. So I think that's a much better deal it, from from a quality of life gameplay perspective. My coffee cup is empty. Darn darn. All right. Yep. Now think that was it. I don't know that I was doing anything else. Yeah, that was it. And now we wait. Yes, you waste less time. Oh, absolutely. I mean, I see why they kind of make you jump through hoops to get the golden fish, because the golden fish are a really big jump from like that that I just took out is a 250 animal multiplier, but that goldfish is 500. And as far as the game goes, you're not twiddling your thumbs as much. Now that I have tier 2 beehives, I need to be making them. They're way more efficient. It's 8:45. Insects are on the jump. Well, we'll take all that. We're almost at 400 GTI, so do you want to get coffee? I need to go away. Well, nah, I'm good. Any more than a couple of cups, I'm getting ready to go sit in the doctor's chair for however many hours getting my eyes checked. So I really don't need another cup of coffee. Oh, I need more bee larvae. Shiitake. All right, that's two. I don't have much tier 2 fertilizer, so have I got another? Something was up there. I've got another beehive up there. Okay, that got me all the bees I needed to upgrade to tier 2. Yeah, that could be good. And then 3 tree bark. Hmm. I wish I had gotten a screenshot of that. Ah, Well, you're not going to do a lot of work at the drone station because the bees will be swarming you. Okay, I'm back. Water cooking. Yep. Now, something else I need to do is I need to see what Tier 5 drills are made of and see what Tier 4s were made of, and if deconstructing them is going to do me any good. And it will. Whew, dark. Come on, coffee. I have just enough room for one aluminum. The bee talk makes me think of Mitts and her happy bees. Yes, and her Viking bee coffee cup. I just wish I had one of those. That darn thing is just cute. No, I really like listening to Mitts. She's easy on the ears. Um, I don't even subscribe to Game Edge anymore, which is a shame. He's I cannot deny though that he's made an empire of what he's doing, and he's good at it. Okay, come on, you gotta turn green here somewhere. Oh, me too. I wonder if her merch ships from England. It probably does, but you never can tell. I've got that. I have another. Oh, wow. I had forgotten those were there. You need 2 aluminum to do that, Johnny. I can hear that the boss is up. I probably shouldn't have put those as close to the base as I did, because they're going to be a noisy mess. I would say I got it a little close. Yeah, a lot of folks I met at GE Streamer now here in our communities. And GE was gone so long, I made new routines. So I only watch GE videos and stream if they're playing games I'm interested in. Yeah, well, I started watching him. I saw somebody else doing Miss Survival, and I was looking for more Miss Survival and got onto him. And for as much as I love Miss Survival, you'll never see me playing it because it's a buggy mess. Yes, they're working on it. They've come out with a new update, and so on and so forth. Um, and if they ever get it straightened out, it'll be a great game. And I like watching it, but I can't play it. I have it. I don't know. I need to get over my fear or phobia of 7 Days to Die because lots of people play that game, but my left hand problems prevent me from, or I don't know, maybe if I tried it, it wouldn't be as bad as I think. But yeah, we're talking about what's going on in between my ears, and that's a scary thing no matter what you're doing. Wow. I just did not remember that I had that. Okay, zeolite's probably full, and yes, it is. Do I want? I've obviously been here when I had a bunch of water on me. Maybe with us who are no good at, you would feel more confident at it. Yeah, I'm faithful to Mitts and Sully too. I watch Armor Annie. They have a great stream community. I've never watched Armor Annie. Um, I've watched Queen Bee do. What am I trying to say here? Um, Subsistence, and I still like Subsistence. I think the building in that game is, um, really good. Do I have enough room in here? No, I do not. I went to actually look at what 7 Days to Die cost, and I'm surprised that that thing's like 25 bucks. Sapiens was even pretty expensive, so I was grateful to get that, which is why I've been using it and streaming and everything. We'll see, that's the thing. That's why I was asking about, have you all considered playing Subsistence? I love playing Subsistence, but with other people, I probably, I'd have stand a better chance of not getting killed just right off the bat. Um, so, and don't get me wrong, I agree with Ant. It's overdone. Lots of people do that game, and but I would never do a solo shoot on it because I've done it in the past, and I get started. I'm there for 5 or 10 minutes. I don't know whether I'm not cautious enough or what my issue is. Do I have 3 pieces of iron on me? No, I do not. But I get killed just immediately in that game. And like the infected, same thing. I like it and I like watching it, but I'm not good at it. Queen Bee is a fave. I met Armor Danny through B. As a matter of fact, Queen Bee has her annual cancer charity live stream event coming up, which I hope to support. I did not know that. I know that I put a bunch of just to give these some place to go. Yeah, Queen Bee has a nice voice, I have to admit. I wonder how the food production is going now that I've changed to tier 2 beehives. And stupid things that happen while you're playing Planet Crafter. Um, the other day when I was playing, and I actually had an ending that I could go to, and I did, and my mouse freaked out. I've done that 3 more times, and my mouse has freaked out every time. Um, and I wrote it in as a bug, and I don't remember it being that way before a few updates. But yeah, I have to. When are you coming back? 36 seconds. Well, heck and heck. Come on. Out of the sky we come. I'll send you a link to Queen Bee in the live stream in Discord. Please do. I would enjoy that. You might see my smiling face there. Mm. Now, I know I tell Amp and Andreas that I appreciate them being here and that they're the reason why I live stream in the first place. I appreciate you being here too. There's nothing like your friends supporting you, so I thank you. I don't like zombie games, but I've watched so much Seven Days to Die that I think I could handle playing it now, especially on easy mode. Yeah, I didn't know it had an easy mode. I gotta admit, for being a little bit disconnected, I've actually done well this particular game. And for as much as I thought I was going back through a portal, mm, maybe not. More frog eggs. Woohoo! You are most welcome. Very happy to support you. I appreciate that. I just didn't want you to think that I was leaving you out. Um, that anybody watches is a miracle to me. But I got to admit, it's better with people watching, even a few. That doing it by yourself, talking to yourself, what Shannon Dubel was talking about live streaming and it being a little weird, that's a tough pull, or it was for me. I mean, I actually think, hey, I'm onto the mammal stage, oot oot. It was supposed to be a fun, relaxing time turned into a nightmare 5 week space cruise across lesser known parts of the universe. Our stupid crew was not able to respond to a seemingly minor incident, and here we are, burying the few bodies we were able to retrieve from the burning wreck. 3046, that was found under the waterfall. Well, now, knowing that you can set 7 days to die to less zombies and more loot, I could probably swing that. And I have to admit, I had all of my bees down below before, but wow, there's a absolute ton of them. I think I need a few more beans down here. And I honestly think I have beans. Well, there's that. Oh, well, something's there. Says its growth is 100%. Looks like I've got them bugging out here. Hmm. That was different. I don't think anyone noticed in the stream yesterday that Shannon said was in a car accident and was in the hospital, I swear. Yeah, ain't that the truth? And I wasn't there yesterday, so except for that short time. Honey and beans. Let me demand honey there. Yeah, okay. Oh, come on. Up, up, up. I could actually make me a bee locker. That would probably benefit me. Hmm. Yeah, poor old Shannon. That's not good. My daughter has a new car, and she asked me yesterday, "Do you want to drive the new car?" And I said, "No." She said, "Yes, you do." I said, "No, I don't." I said, "My eyesight is not what it once was." And I said, "If I wreck my car, that's my problem." I said, "If I wreck your car, that's your problem." I said, "It's a beautiful Toyota Highlander, and can honestly say I am a Toyota fan. Being as in the last 7 or 8 years, the primary cars that we've had have been Toyotas." Okay, let's see where we're at. We're 5% into the mammal stage. Could I put out an amphibian farm? Yeah, I could. That's water, Carmen larvae. And the only reason why I'm doing this is because I know I have a bunch. Now, let's go see what kind of frog eggs I have. I've taken that from there. Yeah, I felt that way in my rental car for the first time. Too much of a car to make me confident to drive it. Deadpool is putt-putt car, more my speed. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I have a Prius Prime, and it goes rather good, especially when you put it in electric mode and really stomp your foot to the floor. It'll go as good as any car on the road, but you know, it and her Highlander won't do any better than that will, but it's also one of those things. It's equipped very much like my Prius. And so it doesn't have nothing that I haven't seen. Do I not have any frog eggs? Not a one? Not a bit? Not none? Hmm. Well, okay then. I at least got the amphibian farms built if I can only remember the next time to throw some frogs in them. But I also know places in the world where there are frogs at. Let me see. I might be able to get one going here before we go. Boy, that waterfall was a heck of a lot of noise. Oof. Don't need any of that. Oh, did you hear my computer news yesterday? No, I did not. Please, please. Oh, I didn't read that. I told her I was going to come wrap her in bubble wrap. Her jaw has to be wired shut because she impacted the windshield. Ugh, poor thing. Come on, there should be frog eggs around here somewheres. Got some extra money back from my totaled car. Got $750 deductibles. Most of that. Excellent. I'm very happy to hear that. Nope, I've been here and it's all gone. Need some of those. Don't need those. Need that. That's excellent news. I am very happy to hear that. So now I'll be soliciting you guys to tell me specs I should look for when I shop for computers. I gotta tell you, the one to remember right now, newer Intel processors, and I'm an Intel boy. I'm an Intel fan all over the place. Have a problem in them. 13th and 14th gen Intel uh, were providing too much voltage for the chip, burning them up. There's a fix for it, but it's just now rolling out depending upon what computer you get. Um, However, 13, 14 gen Intel, anything that has computers in it would be way pricey, more than $750. All right, we're a storming. Well, I'm to the point that I've got to get moving and everything. Uh, AMDs are good computers, and that's the two major chip types is AMD and um, AMD and Intel. 12 to $1,500. I have to say that 12th generation Intel would probably be, still a very formidable machine, and they've got enough use on them now that you could probably pick one up for a fair price. I don't know. I don't deal with real cutting edge computers. Everything I buy is way used. The computer I'm on right now has a very old graphics card in it that is still pretty formidable, but I bought the computer for $50 and then put about 80, about $30 more in it, putting a motherboard in it. Other than that, it was dead, 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 and I can do that, you know. But all right, Shaman, I think we're going to call it a day because my alarm is fixing to go off to tell me I've got to get moving. I appreciate you guys being here. Um, and I appreciate you being here. And I know you wake up way early to do this. It's just now 7:22 in the morning. So, but I'm going to wait on you to answer me back before I shut this thing off, just to say you're going to say bye. But, well, I didn't do bad. Okie dokie. All right. I know you heard me, and that's a good thing. Um, I'm sure that I will see you in something over the weekend or something. Thank you so much for being here. See ya. I will not be in AMPS later because I've got a doctor's appointment to go to, which is why I'm getting ready to get up. My alarm's getting ready to go off at 9:30, and it's 9:23, and I don't want that to be heard. But I might be in, if Grace has a 2 o'clock, I might wind up there. All right. We'll see you all. Have a good one.